Alright guys, so if you guys want to know why Titanics went from this to this, then make sure you guys watch this video all the way to the end, because I'm about to explain to you guys why Titanics are dropping so much and why you guys should sell them immediately. But before we get straight into the discussion, make sure to drop a sub on the channel and like the video because it does help out a lot. And let's get straight into the explanation. Alright guys, so if you guys are watching this video, you're either here because you've seen my channel before, or most likely you're here because you guys want to know what's going on with the Titanics and why they're dropping so much. Alright, so let's backtrack all the way back to when the inflation initially started, which caused the pets to rise so much. So basically, exploiters figured out a way to make pets so much higher in value because they were able to exploit in the diamond mines, creating massive amounts of inflation due to them just getting so many gems. And I'm not sure how this works 100%, but apparently exploiters were able to use these scripts to create a bunch of gems in the diamond mines, and this just created a bunch of gems to go into circulation, which made a bunch of the pets rise. And the inflation continued to get bigger and bigger because Pet Simulator X developers were either working on an update to combat it, or they just didn't really notice or listen. But that's not really what I'm here to talk about. Anyways, the inflation continued to grow and grow and grow, which made these pets super expensive. Like these huge Santa paws that I have right now, I bought them all for like 390 billion. And at the peak of inflation, I could have probably sold these things for 500 a piece, and I didn't even have to do anything. But as of today at 12:52 a.m., one of the Pet Simulator X moderators put in their game news on their Discord server. I'll put that up right now. But they were talking about how they added a mine stability, so if you server hopped, there would be a certain amount of time before you can go back into the diamond mine. And they also added a daily mining limit, which basically makes it so after you've earned a certain amount from the diamond mine, that you could not earn anymore. And this update really secured, like, that you can't exploit anymore. People still can, but because of that daily cap, it makes it so much more difficult to gain a mass amount of gems, which makes it so there is no more inflation. And at the bottom of the message, it actually talks about how it would take a couple of days for the economy to start slowing down. But as you guys can see, it's doing like a lot of damage to the economy, but in a good way, because people really dislike this inflation. And it just really negatively affected the game because of how like expensive pets were getting for absolutely no reason, except for the people who were exploiting were basically ruining the game. But anyways, now that we've gotten done with the inflation, let's talk about the deflation that's going on currently now because of what happened in the update. Basically, because those exploits have been taken out of the game, it makes it almost impossible in order to start exploiting a bunch of gems into the game. Like, no one knows how to create another exploit like that in order to bring a bunch more gems into circulation to continue that current inflation that was going on. And because they can't recreate that inflation, it makes it a lot harder for the pets to keep going up in the way that they have been. So what happens now is, because there can't be any more gems that are now in circulation, and the exploits are all gone, so people know that there won't be any more gems coming in like rapidly as much as they used to be. Pets are going down extremely quickly, like mainly including Titanics, which have taken the biggest hit. Like, even I had to sell my Hubert for 7.5 trillion, which may not even be a good price right now, but I feel confidently that it will be a good trade, like, within the next couple of days. As you guys can see, 7.5 trillion for my Hubert. It may not be a good deal right now, but in the next few days, I feel like it'll be a really good trade because of how bad this deflation is. But another main reason causing this deflation is the people, because nothing's being taken away, which is causing the deflation of pets. Like, gems aren't being taken away, it's the fact that there are no more going in. And it's also the people, because people technically could still be giving 10 trillion in ads for Titanics, but it's because of the mentality as if there's no more coming in, so we need to give a lot less. That's basically what's going on through everyone's mind that's selling Titanics or huge pets, but I'm basically just going off of Titanics right now since that's kind of the main point of this video. So basically, to sum this all up, just as like a quick summary, if people just skip through, listen here if you guys skip through the video, but basically what happened is there's this exploit that caused an insane amount of inflation, which caused pets to skyrocket to a point where they shouldn't even be like at ever. Maybe in the far future, but nowhere as close to where they should be at this time. But Pet Simulator X made a patch for this exploit, so now everything is going back down, even though there's the same amount in the economy, pets are still going down, mainly because there is no more exploiting, and for the people's mentality thinking that everything's going to go down because there is nothing more coming in. And before I go, I'm just going to put my personal opinion into it. I'm pretty happy that this is happening. Also, I think this is probably the opinion of most people, that it's finally time for a deflation, because people, like newer players, weren't even like able to afford huge pets, but now that everything's going back down, it's really affordable. Well, not really, but eventually it'll probably be affordable for a lot more people to be able to get huge pets. And as someone who owned a Titanic, it's a lot easier now to trade off Titanics now that they're cheaper and you can just put them in a booth and sell them. I mean, that could also just be a bias against my opinion because I already sold my Titanic, but in no way, shape, or form is this to make Titanics drop. I'm just here to inform you guys about what's going on if you guys may have been confused on what was going on. And will these pets stabilize in the future? Of course. Everything is going to stable at a certain point. Stuff might go up actually soon. We never really know because this is basically based 100% off the players. Preston has literally no say in what pets are worth because he is not an owner of the pets. He's the owner of the game, but he has no say on what the pets are worth because he's not an actual owner of the pet, so he can't actually choose what the value for it will be. This is 100% based on the players at this point. Nothing else is changing the values of these pets besides you guys, so if you guys wanted to make a change in these pet values, you guys need to do that together in order to actually change the amounts that these pets are being, like, sold for. Alright, I'm gonna end the video here though. Just a quick summary on the inflation and deflation. Please make sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel if you're new. I would really appreciate it. And also, if you guys haven't seen my Titanic Hubert series, if you guys are new to the channel and you haven't seen me ever except for this video, I'm currently doing a Nothing to Titanic Hubert series where I go from literally nothing. This means no pets, no gems, all the way up to Titanic Hubert. I would really appreciate it if you guys checked out the series. You don't have to, but it would mean a lot if you did. And yeah, that was just an explanation of what was going on if you guys needed like help kind of trying to figure out what was going on. And yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Have a good day or night wherever you guys are, and I will see you guys in my day 8 of the Nothing to Titanic Hubert series. Peace.